No way. we Oh my god. We actually got I actually got it. The lump. I'm pretty sure this is going for 70 mil right now. If this is actually going for 70 mil, this is the most expensive drop I have ever gotten on this game. Like, real talk. I just got it, and I missed the drop. I wasn't recording. Oh my... Oh no, it's not going for 70! Oh, do I leave it in? I don't know what to do. I'm not sure if it's better to turn it into a plate. I don't know what to do. So I thought I had the option to smith this either into a plate body, so the dragon plate body, or the dragon kite shield. But apparently the dragon kite shield is actually made with a dragon metal slice and a dragon metal shard. And the plate body is made with the dragon metal lump and the dragon metal shard. So the reason that the kite shield is so expensive at the moment is because you can only get the slice from adamant dragons. And nobody camps adamant dragons because they're pretty bad for drops, except for that dragon metal slice. So the dragon plate body is currently going for 65 mil. So ideally, we should sell this for 65. Okay, a little bit lower. I'll sell it for 63 and see if that's what it goes for. Okay, it doesn't even sell for 63, so it's gone down a little bit. Alright, last chance at, I'm gonna do 61 mil, and I lose a bit off this. Not even, I mean, I made 61 mil if this sells for, okay, it doesn't sell for that. I'm gonna try to make the plate body and see if it sells for that much now. Alright, so the dragon chain body sells for 645k, which is very cheap. Then the dragon metal, what else do I need for this? I think I need the dragon metal shard. Hopefully, I think it's going to sell for less than that too. Okay, 1 mil. So these 3 items are what I need to make the dragon plate body. Now, if this actually works, I mean, obviously, I'm tempted to see. I need a boost now as well. Never actually made this before, obviously. I don't really know where this is. There's no information on it, but I think you have to make this in the place that you unlock during the quest. So I have Fire Wave just in case I need to go to the upper dungeon to do it, but I think it's the lower one here as well. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's just a place you unlock during Dragon Slayer 2, but I have the lump, the chain body, and the shard. I have a Dwarven Stout for the +1 boost, because I'm only 89 smithing, and now we'll check this out. Alright, so we're going to run south. I'm not really sure if I have to relight the fire or not. We'll see. It's over here, I think. Hopefully this place is still running. It's a dungeon over here. Here we go. The rough-hewn steps. Climb up the steps. Does this work? It does. Okay. Now we run south. And there should be all this fire over here now. There should be this anvil. So smith anvil. Let's use this Dwarven Stout. Hopefully this works. And here we go. Dragon plate body. Okay, that's it. 2,000 smithing XP to complete it. Check this out. The dragon plate body. Wow. I'm not used to getting drops on release, by the way, guys. I am never lucky with this stuff. I actually had a dream last night that I was going to get a drop on release today, and I finally got it. It actually happened, so the wet dream came true. Okay, let's try to sell this now. I had my fun with it. Please sell for, let me see, 64. Ah, no, come on. I guess the price is dropping pretty hard. Other people might be trying it. I mean, maybe people aren't actually buying it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so 61,259, which is more than I would have gotten for, it's more than I would have gotten for the dragon metal lump. So 61,259. Gotcha. I don't know why I'm complaining. It's a free 61 mil I just made for myself. A lot of this gear I have is actually borrowed from a friend. Not a friend, I wish, but another guy who gave me a lot of gear. So shout out to back-to-back KOs. But yeah, so there's 61 mil we didn't have before. We're just going to go back. Maybe it's actually a but it's a more common drop than I would have thought. I could not really abuse this, but maybe make a lot of money. By the way, 805 mil. Whew. Quite the start to this video, I have to say. I was actually just going to make a Rune Dragons loot video, and I'm really happy that I got the lump because it's actually something unique that I managed to get. I feel like a lot of people are making these Rune Dragon loot videos, so I'm happy that I could show you guys a different side of what you can do with the loot that you actually get from Rune Dragons. In this case, I got the lump, which I'm pretty sure is very rare. I'm not really sure if it's on the same level as, let's say, a Visage from Dragons, but it still says very rare on the wiki. It says very rare for a Visage as well. I think a Visage is always very rare from any dragon. But either way, really cool to see that side of it. I actually smithed my own dragon plate body, sold it for 61 mil. Now this was yesterday, I believe, when I got this drop, and nowadays the plate body nowadays. It's a day later. The plate body is going for I think 30 to 40 mil. So it's dropped quite a bit in price, but still very expensive, mainly because the lump and then the slice that you get from adamant dragons are still very rare and very expensive. Now you're probably wondering what rune dragons are like and how good of money they are per hour. Now in my case, I went there right off the bat after finishing Dragon Slayer 2. It was the first thing I did. I know people were camping Vorkath. I personally wasn't a huge fan of Vorkath. The drop table, to me, just doesn't seem worth it for all this, it's not the hardest boss in the world, but the drop table reminds me of, let's say, the Grotesque Guardians drop table, the Gargoyle boss. Again, he seems like a mechanically, not necessarily a challenging boss, but the thing is you're putting in a lot of effort every time you try to kill this Gargoyle boss, or let's say, in this instance, Vorkath. They're putting in a lot of effort for a reward that's not that great, when you could be killing, let's say, in this case, rune dragons, or adamant dragons, or brutal black dragons, or wyverns, or whatever you want to do, where you're just standing there attacking a monster, and it drops better loot per hour than the boss would. Now, obviously, it doesn't have a pet, it doesn't have some of the unique drops, but in this case, I prefer just the consistency of rune dragons as opposed to a boss where you're clicking constantly, you're constantly moving around. You can just AFK, kill rune dragons, and make good money per hour. Now, people tested a lot of different methods for rune dragons, trying to figure out the best way to kill these things, and it was pretty much decided on that wearing full bandos, a DFS, a Zami Hasta, Nezi Helm, pretty much stab bonus would be the best thing to kill these rune dragons, because it does quite a bit of work against them. Now, originally, people were wearing primordial boots because they're the best, obviously, offensive melee boots that you can wear on an account. But people figured out that insulated boots actually are the best boots that you can wear to rune dragons. Yes, insulated boots, which I believe you wear for killer watts. That's the only thing they're used for. They're now actually the best thing to wear against, I believe, Addy and rune dragons. The rune dragons have this attack where it sort of spams out 6 to 7 different static attacks at you. I don't even know what it is, but pretty much if you're not wearing insulated boots, these things will stack you for like 40 to 50 damage. But if you're wearing the insulated boots, they only hit 1, 2s, and sometimes 3s on you. So the whole attack itself will only do 8 to 9 damage on you when it's over, as opposed to the 30, 40 that it does to you if you're not wearing the insulated boots. So the fact that you take so little damage from this rune dragon with that attack with the insulated boots means that you can stay here for so much longer than you originally could. I personally am a huge fan of rune dragons. I absolutely love moneymakers where you can just pretty much chill there, don't have to do anything. I mean, obviously you're paying attention. These things do hit you. I'm not saying that they're never going to hit you, but they do less damage than I would say a mithril dragon does to you, and the loot is 10 times better. These things, what they pretty much remind me exactly of are wyverns, but they're a better version of wyverns to kill. Now that's obviously if you're going for, let's say, GP per hour instead of supplies per hour, because with wyverns you get a lot of different supplies that are very useful for your account, and that's mainly if you're an Iron Man. But if you're straight up looking to sell all the loot that you get from the rune dragons after you kill them, then obviously, well, the rune dragons are better than, let's say, wyverns. And obviously not everybody can camp rune dragons for as long as, let's say, a max melee can with the best, gear possible. But there were people there in Verax and Torax killing these things, sort of the gear that you saw people wearing at the beginning of when wyverns had its drop table buffed, and you saw people start going there and camping there. Now the great thing is that it's actually faster to get to rune dragons than it is to wyverns, which is crazy. With wyverns you have that really long run from Rimington down to the cave, then over to the wyvern cave itself. But if you guys complete the Dragon Slayer 2 quest, and then you use your dig site pendant on one of the strange machines in that lair back there, you actually have the option to teleport to that new Lithcrin area that you unlock after Dragon Slayer 2. And this thing will teleport you straight to the area right in front of the rune dragons, and then you can just walk straight in and start killing the dragons. It's a very simple process. It's just bank, teleport to that area. It takes probably 10 seconds to get to the area where all the dragons are and start killing them. It's a very easy process. So here we have a loot tab of 200 rune dragon kills. We have the runite bars, which are a guaranteed drop, so I have 200 of those. And we have 2 different types of bones, which are also a guaranteed drop. In this case, it looks like it's about 65-35 or 60-40 chance of getting dragon bones as opposed to the superior dragon bones, because they do drop both. It's just sort of random. In this case, I got 130 dragon bones, 70 superiors, which is 65-35. So again, nothing really stands out here. This is all loot we've seen before. Pretty cool to see rune plate bodies and rune plate legs, but we've seen plate legs from demonic gorillas, I believe. The noted dragon stones on the ground, the noted herbs, and also the only new thing here, I believe, is the dragon bolts. And I only got one of these in 200 kills. One dragon bolts unfinished drop in 200 kills. We obviously have the new wrath runes as well, which aren't that expensive, but they do go for a lot, obviously, since they're new runes at the moment. But they probably will drop in price. So right now, the loot tab says that it's 8 mil, which is pretty accurate, I believe, at the moment. I'm just going to withdraw everything and show you guys in the actual loot tab itself how much it's all going for. Here we can see that the OS Buddy guide price is 7.9 mil, so around 8 mil, and then the total guide price is 8.4, but obviously the OS Buddy one is more accurate. Now, I'm not going to include the lump in the final price per hour because it will just mess everything up. The proportions would be absolutely insane. But yeah, the 60, technically I've made, if you want to look at it like this, I've made 69 mil, you know, the 61 mil plus this 8 mil. I've made 69 mil from however long I was there. I mean, I was just keeping track of the kills. But if we're not counting the lump itself, it looks like 8 mil divided by 200, which you don't even need, is about 40k per rune dragon that you kill, which at the moment is very, very good. I think back in the day, I remember wyverns being about 15k per kill. So these are almost 3 times that. Now the thing is, I did spend about 1 million in supplies. That's including prayer potions, super combats, anti-fires, and I mainly use sharks. These couple anglerfish and monkfish as well. But we're gonna take about 1 mil out of this. So from those 200 rune dragons, I'd say I'd made around 7 mil. I was killing them at different times of the day, so I did not really keep track of how long it took me to kill all of these, but I can easily see these being over 1 mil per hour. Since per trip there, I was making anywhere from 250 to 500k, and each trip was taking about 10 to 15 minutes. So if you have a good hour, you can easily get over 1 mil per hour doing this method. And it is a lot less effort than you would have thought, especially since the gear you're wearing, I guess, can be a bit expensive, but even with, I guess, lesser gear than bandos, you can still kill these things pretty consistently for good money. Anyways, guys, I don't plan on selling this yet because I want to get 1,000 rune dragon kills out of the way and see how much I get, see if I can get lucky with a visage maybe, or another dragon metal lump, or even dragon limbs, which I haven't gotten yet there. But I'm going to plan on doing 1,000 kills, which should be amazing, which is a guaranteed, however much these are going for. It's going to be a guaranteed lot of money, to say the least. But that'll probably be out in a couple of weeks if I stay consistent there. And yeah, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you for making it this far. If you did, don't forget to join my Soup CC in game. Almost 100 people in there. Also, I did do a podcast with Alkin, so you guys can look forward to that. That's going to be out in the next, hopefully, week or so. Probably less than that, sometimes this week. And you guys should all definitely tune in. It'll be on his channel, and then we'll do a part 2 probably in a couple weeks on my channel as well. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you next time. Have a good one, and peace.
Wow.